All right guys, here's what's going on. So I've got a shallow bar that I've been catching some striper on, and it's really good. So the key is we put in down below it, and so we got to sneak up around it. If we came up above it, we'd float down on it, and we wouldn't have to idle real slow. So if you're going to fish one side of the river, make sure you sneak up the other side, use your little motor. I'm throwing in like a foot of water over there. I know there's a bunch of water back behind it, but that's all just a foot of water. So basically most everything behind it's worthless. There might be a big fish in there here and there, but most of them are going to be riding on the transition from 1 foot to like 3 foot, and then we're sitting in 8 foot out here. But our best water is going to be about halfway to that bank.
Got a swim bait going on here. Little bloody tuna on it.
Old red and white, as you guys seen a million times with me, cotton cordell, top water. You get that shallow water, a lot of times you might see a little fish jump out or a splash, or you know, you'll got a chance to get to see the stripers, you know, chasing bait and pushing the water, creating little pockets and waves and whatnot. When it's like this, beautiful night. October, can't get better weather. This time of year, when you find them, you can really get into them. They normally don't hang out in the same area long. So you just need a pack of fish to come in and move in your area, and then you can get some good bites. We had some nice fish last night though.
It's just barely cruising. I'm keeping it off the bottom just a little bit, doing kind of a quick retrieve.
This top water, it's real important. That's called walking the dog. So it's really important the way I do it. This has to slap off your forearm. And you have to reel and work it at the same time. You have to, and that's, people have a real hard time with it. So you get that lure, that's what your rod does, and then you just reel with it. And you have to make sure you're reeling good and working that good, and that gives it the action you need. You don't stop working the lure. Even though you see the fish come up and boil on it, hit your lure, you know, create a big old commotion, you think there's no way he missed it, until you feel it in your hand that's doing all the work. Until I feel it in my left hand, I am not setting the hook. You have to feel it in that left hand. If you don't feel it in the hand, you set the hook, he's gone. And if you don't keep working it, you see a fish come up on it, boil or whatnot, you don't keep working it, he'll turn, he won't bite it. Most likely he's just gonna go right away and leave it alone. So it's real important, guys, once you start working that lure, you keep working it. Don't quit working it. This time of year, you have a little bit of everything you can do, and salmon season's closed, so normally I'd be stuck salmon fishing nonstop, but it's really opened my eyes up. I've known that there's, you know, stripers in the river year round and that, but we have in the steelhead, but when there's salmon's open, everybody wants to catch salmon, so I never get an opportunity to chase the striper, the steelhead, and different things. But so that's what we've been doing the last few weeks, is really concentrating on steelhead and striper. So you go out early in the morning, I put on some wiggles, Brad's Wigglers, and you can back troll them, or we like casting them a lot too. And so we have better luck casting them, staying off the fish. But we'll cast for the steelhead in the morning, the first couple hours, because it's really prime time for that. And then you can come in with swim baits, A-rigs, and different things, top water in the evening, and catch your striper. So there's a multiple things you can be doing out here this time of year, and the weather's absolutely gorgeous. So, and there's some big striper in here, and some really nice steelheads. We're coming around this corner right here, and if you look, there's a nice pocket in there, and that just brings the bait right to these fish. We've caught a lot of big fish out here over the years. It's just one of those natural spots. So if you're in the Sacramento River, down below, Calusa down, these high rock wall banks, that's what you're looking for. It's kind of like the Delta, you're looking for movement. So we got smoking fast water, and we got huge back eddy right here. For down in here, that's pretty big. But it's a big back eddy, and then fish will lay in there, and now we've just been throwing that top water up there, trying to bring them up to the top to get them to bite. And when the water gets hot, they want that fast water for oxygen as well. is a kind of a really good bait fishing at times. If the water gets real hot, you look for fast water. But the fish are gonna lay right next to it in the slower water to rest.
We got some Black Death right here. We got to get some Procure on it though. It's rubbed off. I think it's sardine. Sardine. Striper nuggets. Oh.
Okay, we may have to make a move, guys. With this another little section of the river. We got last 20 minutes of top water, then we got to go subsurface after this. So we got a little sandbar up here, and we got a deep hole, and we're gonna fish around that deep water. This time of year, you want, because the river's low, you want, find a deep hole, then fish around the hole, because the fish will live in that deep water. Not a lot of deep water this time of year. Real important to find deep holes. I know the fish are living by that deep hole there. So this time of year, it's real important to find that deep water. And then we'll fish the shallows on the edge of it. We got the rocks back here. They'll hold your crawdads, your minnows. The sand over here will hold your little pike minnows and different things right there. But we're gonna start with the sand. And then it's a nice back eddy in there, and then we'll work this fast water along the rocks on down. All right, guys, we were trolling along, and we hadn't had any luck casting, and we're trolling in real shallow water. This fish is fighting funny. Might be snagged. It's just weird fight. Yeah, man, that's weird. It feels like it's a snagged fish. Ah, it's in the mouth. Heck we got. There it is. Yeah, it's a nice striper. Yeah, barely hooked. I'm gonna boat flip it. Here we go, guys. When they're barely hooked like this, sometimes I just boat flip it. Nice fish. He had it good in the corner. Perfect eater though, guys. Hey, that's what it's all about. That bomber at night, that's been a hot lure trolling. But we were in real shallow water. We're only in 5 feet of water. And it's just ticking along in that. And it was in the rod holder. Down it went. Now, that's the first one of the night. We cast the top water. We've been trolling for about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes now, covering a lot of water. But if it gets slow, guys, you just start trolling, start working different water and that, and a lot of times you'll get it to happen. But we'll definitely cast this back down with the same lures, the subsurface, the bombers, you can use a glide bait you want. But anyways, that was awesome. A nice eater fish. Ooh, big one.
It's going out towards your way, right?
Yeah, we got to kind of do the dance. He's coming over here, and I'm coming over there, trying to get these rods. Let me come under. Okay, come on over here, Toddy. We'll go under this one. Boy, we were liking these trees, huh, guys? We thought we'd probably get one in these trees. Oh, double. No. Sounds good. You got a big one?
No, I don't think it's too big.
Ooh! Big one.
Oh, yeah.
Big one. What a fantastic fish, guys. Wow. Full moon.
Uh-oh. I just felt something else pop. Oh.
Gotta get my gloves ready. Not worth the deal. Big old fish. It tricked us. We didn't think it was that big, but you never know, man. These fish, oh, there it comes. Gosh. What a nice one. Long. Not the thickest thing in the world, but real long. That's about 36-inch fish.
You want to get the net right?
No.
Boga?
Net ain't big enough for that one. I'm gonna boga grip him. Ooh. Got a face full of hooks. Okay, I'll get my tool. This is a little clamper here. Works out really well. You definitely have to hold this down though when you pinch them down.
I like it.
What a nice fish, guys. What a nice fish. When you get them right here in the corner, that's where you want them. Right there where all the lips come together. That's where you want them. That full moon and stripers, guys, you want to catch big fish, I don't care what time of year it is. If the clouds aren't covering it up and whatnot, you get this full moon, you're going to catch some big fish. And I mean, it's just getting started. The later it gets, the better it's going to be. We're not going to be out here all night. Someone's got to go, got appointments early. I ain't going to say no names, Justin, but we are catching some nice fish, and that was a beautiful big fish to get us started. But anyways, guys, fish that full moon, especially when you got good conditions like this. You want warm weather. The hotter, the better. A full moon is great all summer long. So watch that full moon, guys. Give me a call when you're ready to go get them. And get your trips around the full moon. You know, whether it's a week before or a week out, as long as you got a big moon, that it works well. We have a big moon tonight, so it's working perfect. Full moon.